What's one of the biggest challenges you faced in culinary school, and what lesson did you learn from it?
I learned the hardest thing that I had to go through was being a female. You know, some people say, "Oh, females don't belong in the kitchen. Females aren't good chefs, or they're not as great as the male chefs," and things like that. That's totally false. A female can be as good or better than the male chefs. I feel as though certain females have to work harder, to prove themselves and to show that their work is as great as the males. And so that's one thing. If you are a female, that's one thing you have to consider. But if you work, not to say you have to work a little harder, but if you like show your work, you're on time, you do what you have to do, then everything will be fine.
Did you get treated different in school or out in the industry because you were female?
During culinary school, the staff never treated me any differently. Some students did, they would try to have these little competitions, like, "Oh, I can cut better than you," things like that. And I would always win. But out in the workforce, because for my internship, I did my internship at Marriott. So that was really, really cool. Their kitchen was huge. They had actually 2 floors. The kitchen was 2 floors, upstairs and downstairs. So it was a lot of moving parts. Not as chaotic as you would think, as you would see on TV, but there's a lot of moving parts. Everyone knows their job. So it's kind of, you might get a little lost. You have to take a step back, know who you are, continue your work, show why you're there and why you deserve to be there. But I wouldn't consider me being treated differently now.
It didn't matter, male, female, you just do the job, and if you don't, then you suffer the consequences.
Right, yes, that's exactly how it was.